Wassce 2025 Core Mathematics Theory Section A Question 2. A stockbroker, Kojo, invested some amount into different accounts which pay 11% and 10% simple interest annually. So we have an investor, the person of Kojo. Now this investor invested some amount of money in two different accounts. So I'm naming the first account as account A and the second account as account B. So that is for the two accounts, account A and then account B. Now account A pays 11% and account B pays 10% rate. So these are the rates of payment under the simple interest terms per annually. So the rate for account A is giving us 11%. We know that 11% is the same as 11 out of 100, and this can also be simplified as 0.11. So I'm going by the decimal approach, 0.11 as the rate of account A. Also with the rate of account B, it was giving us 10%, and then 10% is the same as 10 out of 100, which is simplified as 0.10. So that is 0.10. So we have the rates for the two different accounts. Now we were told that the amount invested at 11% is 140% of the amount invested at 10%. You know that in simple interest term, the amount of money a person invests in an account is called the principal. Is the principal. So the principal for account A and the principal for account B. Let's compare. So the amount invested at 11%, that is the amount invested in account A, is 140% of the amount invested at account B. So let's say Kojo invested Y Ghana cedis in account B. Then it means that in account A, he invested 140% of this amount, Y. So 140% is 140 out of 100 times Y. So these two can cancel. I think we have 1.4 Y. So the principal for account A will be 1.4 Y in terms of decimals. Now, after 3.5 years, he earned a total of 22 Ghana cedis, 580 60 pesos. So this is the amount of money Kojo earned at the end of 3.5 years. So time for account A is 3.5 years. So 3.5 is the same as 3.5 years, which is also the same as the time for account B, which is also 3.5 or 3.5 years. So now we can set up an equation. Because Kojo has invested in two different accounts, because he has invested in two different accounts, account A will fetch him a simple interest, account B will also fetch him simple interest. So the sum of the interest from the two accounts must be equal to the total interest earned. So we know that simple interest, you should know this formula. Simple interest is equal to principal times rate times time. So let's begin with the simple interest for account A. So the simple interest for account A will be equal to the principal for account A times the rate for account A times the time. The principal for account A is 1.4y times the rate. The rate for account A is 0.11, and then the time is 3.5 years, which is 3.5. So we have 1.4 times 0.11 times 3.5. So we have 0.539y, 0.539y as the simple interest for account A. Now the simple interest for account B. Simple interest for account B. That will be the principal for account B times the rate for account B times the time for account B. The principal for account B is Y. Rate for account B, 10%, that is 0.10, and the time for account B is still 3.5 years, that is 3.5. So we have 0.10 times 3.5. So the simple interest for account B is 0.35y. 0.35y. So we know that the simple interest for account A plus the simple interest for account B must be equal to the total interest earned at the end of 3.5 years, which is 22580.60. We know that the simple interest for account A is 0.539y. The simple interest for account B, we have 0.35y, and this must be equal to 225 80.60. Now 0.539y plus 0.35y. We have 0.889y. So we have 0.889y. And this must be equal to 22580.60. Now we are looking for y. So let's divide both sides by 0.889. 0.889. So these two will cancel out, leaving y as, let's simplify this. We have 22580.60 divided by 0.889. So 25,400. I have y as 25,400 Ghana cedis. But our goal here is to find how much was invested at 11%. So indirectly, they're asking us to find the amount of money that was invested in account A. So the principal for account A was giving us 1.4y. So we have the principal for account A being equal to 1.4. So we substitute 25400 in place of y. So let's see the amount. 1.4 times 25400. Okay, so the amount invested in account A is 35,560. 35,560 Ghana cedis. So this was the amount invested in account A.